Last of Us 2 was the worst excuse for a game I've ever seen. Last of Us 2 was woke. If you don't appreciate Last of Us 2, you don't appreciate real art. I don't think they could have made a less entertaining game if they tried. Sound familiar? It's been exhausting being a gaming fan in the last month. But because of iffy platform launches with minimal games for the next decade's technology, nah, that's fine. Maybe groundbreaking games coming soon, like Cyberpunk or Horizon? Nope. No, it's just a lot of uproar about a story-driven survival game I've seen many times before. I watched most of Last of Us 2, never played it. Never played the first one, I watched some of that too. In general, they look kinda cool. The exploration seems fun, but looks a little tedious at times. The combat is sparse and fairly straightforward, but that's to be expected. It's not an open world game, just a very wide one. The world and graphics are pretty impressive overall, but nothing I'd call transcending. The characters were there. Sometimes they were written very well, sometimes not so much. The main character was gay, and I guess people care about that. The story flowed, but sometimes too slowly, toward its inevitable end. I thought the ending was strong, and shouldn't have been a surprise. If you played or watched the entirety of the game, it made sense. Overall, looked like a pretty cool game that had some flaws like most games do. So what's the beef? You didn't like the story? Didn't go the way you wanted it to? Didn't hark back to the first game enough? Then write your own. You couldn't speedrun it? Go play Mario. Lesbian protagonist bother you? Grow up. It's a game, something written and produced by someone with an idea. Maybe it disappointed you. Maybe it broke your heart that it didn't live up to the original. Maybe it was far too boring for you. But what'd you think it was going to be? Thought it was the next Doom? Please. It might not have been the best game ever made, but to say it was, quote, the worst game I've ever played, or the most painful experience I've had with a video game, is basically 2020 in a nutshell. Somebody sets the trend, and everybody follows. It's weak. Did you really think it was terrible? The worst game you've ever played? If so, you haven't played enough games. I've played and seen many AAA titles that didn't even try to make a decent game like this did. At least these writers took a risk, tried to write something different. And when 50 more cookie-cutter platformers come out in the next 3 years, everyone will be yearning for a story-driven survival game. Where's The Last of Us 3? They'll say. We need answers. You can't just leave us like this. Did you ever stop and think that the story isn't finished? Ever wonder how a story could be so bad, but make you talk about it in so much detail for so long? Think for yourselves, gamers. Is it a blockbuster? Probably not. Is it the game from hell? Probably not. Is it a game? Probably.